Welcome back to the part 2 of long bodice making. Let me give you a quick recap of what we have done in last video, which is set to be a part 1 of making of long bodice dress part. We have done a cutting with the patterns of long bodice dress. If you didn't know how we did that, you can find it in a black icon which is just showing above you. This is now we are going to start with the sewing, and this is the stuff we are going to use. The first one is a skirt, the bodice, which is underneath the front part, the laces, the ribbon, the two type of laces we are going to use for decorating purpose. As you know, the decorating purpose is very important for any kind of dress we are going to make, or even and especially we are focused if we are going to make a kids frock. So let's start with the front part. Now let me tell you, this is not the front part, this is the front part decorating piece, or you can say a fancy piece, which is going to lie on just beneath the neckline. You can make any random design over here. I have just taken a square piece of a square kind of front area, and which I'm going to stitch it on the front side of the bodice. And now I'm just stitching the lace over the decorating piece. You can see that why I've taken this pinkish and white, baby pink and white kind of fabric, because it is going to be prominent. And what color theme we are choosing this time, we are going with totally pink theme, so we have chosen the colors according to it. As I'm telling you that this is totally depends on you, that if you are not have these kind of stuff with you, you're just going to skip these steps and just scroll to the right side and just start with the bodice part. But let me complete this step, because I always focus on the decoration part of the bodice, because this is very much important, as I have already told you. This dress, I'm going to tell you what surprise we are having in this dress. This dress has very different kind of gatherings, and you are going to love it. If you are very much beginner, this is something very surprising and something very new for you. I'm going to make a different video for it as well in dummy series, but right now we have done this thing in it. I'm still not done, because you can see that I have just do the hem on the edges. Now I need to do hem on the inside of the boundary walls of the laces. What kind of lace I am using here is pure organic lace, which has white base, and over on it baby pink kind of embroidery it has, and it is very delicate, very nicely textured lace. Recently we have launched A-line dress for 1 year baby girl, free pattern obviously, and it also has 0 to 6 month till 7 year baby sizes, which you can bought from Craftsy. But for 1 year dress, it is free for you with 2 pieces of neck, and the whole tutorial will be free for you guys. and you can just going to download the pattern and just ready to make that dress for your girl. Okay, this is the done part of my square piece. So you can see that this is a bib kind of thing, but it is going to be very nice texture. Okay, this is our front part, which I'm going to stitch over it. Let me, okay, you can see that it is properly aligned. I'm just going to pin it so it will not going to move from here to there. So I'm just pinning it and making it secure so it's not going to move from here to there when we stitch. Okay, how this looks, as you can see, I have taken a back side of the front bodice, the where we have do stitching. I'm just doing a simple stitch around the neckline on the edges, or you can say a hemline. I'm making a notches to when we revert back, this is really much needed. Now I'm reverting it, and this how it looks. You can see this is going to be a main workable area, or you can say main attraction area of the bodice. When you are doing a simple neckline, this kind of or not making any or not stitching any kind of collar, or not applying any kind of collar, these kinds of ideas are work there very well. And I'm going to go do our simple hemline on the edges. This is a very basic part. I always find this a very easiest thing to apply. You have seen this in my, I think, 70% of videos. Yes, my one of the viewer, basically my not one of the viewers, so many of my viewers always said that you always take it. This is not looks like a beginner one. Okay, this is not a beginner one. I have already started a series for beginners. This is for the intermediate, you can see, or the beginner who has already basic sewing knowledge. That's why I'm giving you each and every kind of single tips over here. Okay, this is the main part we have started already. I've taken my skirt and just doing a straight sew on it. You can see that I have done my first stitch over here. The second line, make sure that these lines are not going to intersect each other. They should be very much straight and minimally have 1.5 or 2 centimeter width between them. Just make it sure that this is my tip for this one. Okay, here you go. We have got threads at the back, at the end of the both sides. What I'm going to do, we are doing manual gathering over here, you can see in the title as well. Now I'm just taking the firstly I am single out the each and every fabric, each and every thread. There are 2 thread lines we have sewn over here. yeah, this is, I got the first one. Yeah, this is the thing I'm going to gather. You can, are you seeing this? This is going to be a manual gathers, which can be not done with the swing. Most of the pupil are not much comfortable with gathers and swing, so this is for you guys. This is a manual gathers, and you can see my whole technique, that how I'm going to even it and how I'm going to even out it, so nothing is going to be unfamiliar or untidy over here. This is not a piece of cake, but if you got it if quite much correctly, it is going to be very much good one for you. You can see that. Okay, this is how it looks. You can see this is still much yes, this is how it looks. We have a lot of thread over here. Just making a knot to remember that we have done it. Okay, how it would be looking. Okay, when you do this kind of stuff, you need to validate yourself again and again. So after being 15 plus or 20 plus, I even don't count my years of sewing, so still I did scrutiny of myself, an audit. You can see that this audit makes me make me realize that these gathers are not even, so I'm just making them even, so no area got the more gathers. What I have done, I have taken a I have taken a thread from one side and just make a knot of it, so we got the enough thread to make a gathers in it, and just according to it we are going to even it. I'm just sewing this gather the skirt over the front bodice part. This looks ravishing, or even no one going to be point out that it's manual gathering, or even you can say that I have done a manual gathering for it. This is not a big deal. They are going to impress with you, because sewing is an art. As you can see, while I'm doing a stitch, I'm also giving some small kind of even touch for gathers, as it is not if I'm this is very much understood when we are sewing, that our bow is not up and down. It should have a smooth sewing over here. This is the final look of the front bodice, at least the basic step we have done. This, as you can see, that this look very good now. If you want to do, you can do some ironing over here, or just a press, so seam line going to be okay. This is the ribbon I've got. Maybe I'm going to apply it. This is how I have just severed, and okay, this is how it looks. Let me check whether it's going to suit or not. This is a automatic bow. It doesn't look nice because this pink and this one is not matching. Okay, let me remove this. We are not applying this one. Okay, now I've come to the bottom part of the skirt and searching some lace, which we have already. Yes, this one is very going to suit because it has zigzag ends, and one side is plain, so it is very much easy to deploy. We just need to do single or double sew over plain sided, and zigzag gives very good texture at the end. Because why we have choose this, because we also have zigzag kind of fabric print. You can see that it is a square, and if you going to see that it is this what's very everything is very much dependent, the design is very much dependent on your fabric print. So always choose a nice lovable fabric prints. The single lace is not going to work, so I am just sewing another lace over the gathers part. Okay, where these gathers are going to place, these gathers are on the hip grid, hip line, because this is a long bodice, as you remember. So this bodice is going to be 12 inch in length and 6 inch in length. It's a skirt. Is it looking good? Yes, it is. Okay, let me start with this one. Same fabric, same lace I'm using, which we have used to decorate the front bodice part. Just doing a single, I've just did a single over there, and a single on the top and single on the bottom, single stitch on the top and single stitch on the bottom. Okay, we are done with the front one, and now with the back bodice. Okay, as you remember, in the last video I've told you guys that we are going to give 1 inch or 1.5 inch for the zipper. So there is a zipper. I am just locking up the zipper back and preparing up. You can see the preparing up further. We have 10 inch in the length, the zipper, so we are going to block the 2 inch of the back bodice part, as because 12 minus 10 is equal to 2, so we don't need a 2 inch part, so we just need a simple double stitch over there, so it will become a stitch kind of thing. Or this zipper thing is so easy for you guys. You have seen this thing tons of time on my videos, because I love zipper. Because when we install zipper, this is the most convenient way to pull and to just wear on, just to wear it on your kid and just take it out from them. Because when you have a lock kind of neck which has stick to them and just no room for taking out from there, so there is enough space to harm your kid with some rashes or something when you're pulling out the dress from them. So this is the safest way when you apply zipper. Just take a comfortable zipper for them. I'm going to tell you where you can buy these zipper, and which is going to be very good for you guys. Here you go. We are done with the zipper. I'm just removing the thread, and you can see that. I'm just going to sharpen up the edges. Yeah, this one. And where's my bias tape? I'm just going to apply the bias tape. As you can see, we are going to just apply this on the back neckline and cut it, and then another back line and just cut it. our A-line dress, you can, yes, you can see that. Okay, I'm just applying a pin for you guys. If you are new one, you don't know how to sew it, I'm just going to show you. Removing the excess part and going to fold it from here on the zip. Yes, going to fold on the zip part and just going to pin it, so you have a nice texture feeling for it. Always careful with these pins because it is going to harm you or going to pin you. So you can say that this is a sweet accident of sewing project, because I am very hurtful with these pins, and not with the scissor obviously, but with these pins. I don't like to work with the pins, but for you guys, I'm also learning this thing to pin it, to going to do it very smoothly and lightly and calmly, so you are not going to miss anything. So here you go, I'm just going to apply a single thread over here and the single stitch over here, and just going to make a double boot sew on the zipper end. Be careful and watch out for your boot for this scenario. I have an industrial sewing machine, so I don't need to be panic if I just jumped over the zipper end. But if you have a domestic, obviously you have a domestic one, so be careful with it. If you have a plastic boot, then be double careful with them. Maybe one day we are going to sew on that one as well, that the home one, the home domestic kind of sewing machine. Here you go, I'm just splitting it up, removing the excess part. Okay, this is that thing that I have done already, that just rubbing out the fabric from the thread, and it sometimes breaks my needle as well. Okay, this is the done part. Just making a notch, slight notches, so it will comfortably fold it. You can see that the texture, and now I'm just going to sew a shoulder with it, and this is something that we have discussed so many times. The first one is back layer, the first one is back layer, then the front bodice, and the neck piece which we have just attached, we are going to overlap over it. You can see that as well. This is my technique of sewing. Maybe you got, or maybe you learned something different, but this is my technique, this is my customized technique. Here you go, I'm just going to sew it. A simple fold. Here you go, just making the double boot, so we have nice and strong end. This is how it looks. I'm just going to do a single final stitch over the edges. If you have any questions regarding this thing, you can ask me anytime in the comment section below, or on dresscraft.com. You can contact me from there as well. I'm very much responsive and try to be responsive for you guys as well. If you need a suggestion on something or buying something, let me know so I can give you a review. I'm going to update the link and the pattern, the free pattern of course, in the below section, in the description section soon. So you are going to fetch the things from there. And if you are looking for a one ear A-line dress, you can do searching on the channel for A-line dress free pattern. Here you go, we are done with the zipper part as well. Be careful with the serging, don't do serging just that I use, because I'm very much familiar. Okay, now the puff sleeve part. I'm just removing the excess thing, just making the notches. And you can soon see that why we make these notches. This is the pure puff sleeve and its cutting is also a puff sleeve. So this is the surprise package for you guys, that this back bodice pattern, the free version, the free version includes this puff sleeve pattern as well. So this is the double package for you guys. As soon as description is updated, I will let you know, and you can grab these things. This is going to be awesome for you. Or if you not work with the pattern, that brilliant for you. You just need to follow the instruction and you are good to go. Okay, I have done a single hem on the front part and on the armhole. I'm just going to do manual gathers in it as well, just putting out the thread from here. This is the back one, and I'm just putting out the gathers. Don't try to fetch thread so much roughly. This need a proper balance for you. When you pull out the thread, you need to be very careful and you need to knot it when you're done with the desired thread out. This is how it looks. You can see that the puff from at the end and the back as well. This is very cute thing. Let me deploy it with the bodice. What I'm doing over here is I'm just making a bias tape and attaching it on the front side, not on the armhole. Obviously your armhole is going to attach with the armhole of the bodice. So I'm just making it very fluent for you guys, and you are this dress is going to be much awaited and much of surprises, full of surprises. You can say that it has a brilliant skills of sewing, a brilliant skills of manual skills, good and classic pattern, a pattern with a puff sleeve as well. So there is lots of things for you guys, and a very nice design and cute looking design with it. I'm going to remove it. This is the first part of our sleeve. The first sleeve is done. Let me attach this one with the bodice part. it, sewing it. Okay, this is not working well, so I'm just making a pinning, doing a pin it, so you got a nice looking demonstration part over here. You can say that I'm always in a hurry, so I've just decided to be straight to the sew, but meanwhile I've just got an idea that you guys may need a demonstration, so I'm just doing a demonstration where I'm going to sew. Here you go. This is how it looks, the puffs, the thing. You can see that these puffs are too hot. Wow. Now I'm just removing the pins and giving a sew, and this will going to complete soon. I know these videos are a bit lengthy and bit longer, but you guys can see that these things are doesn't done with the 5-minute and 10-minute job. This is the long thing, and we need to compile it, we need to edit it, we need to do short to short thing for you guys. That's why we didn't do a measurement part. We just take a pattern and deploy it on the fabric. You can see that the puff view of the sleeve is looking very nice, and the bibs part and the puff sleeve giving it a very cute warmth feeling. That's why I've taken a pink fabric for this, because this is a more come to the baby side. So this is the second part, fabric. And this is almost done. The main things are done over here. We just need to done with the back bottom, the skirt bottom, and the sides of the dress. Let me done it with the superficial fast thing, but I'm not going to do it fast. I have made double ended from the boot, do the double stitching when I start with the I'm applying the ribbon over here. If you guys doesn't like the ribbon, you just need to pull it out. It is not mandatory part over here, because we have already done with the thing. Okay, let me taken out the I'm just making a notches where my first of all I'm going to double stitch the start side of the sleeves. I'm going to sew it, and my ribbon I'm going to fetch it from here this way and just going to sew it. Some of the parts in this frock is not mandatory. You can change it, you can amend it, you can delete it as well, because like these ribbon and the laces stuff we have done, this is not a mandatory part, but it is just for a decorative purpose, which if you in my suggestion, you must do that. Of course, if you want in a different way, you will do it in a different way. Yes, how it looks. It looks like this. This is from the inner. I have just told you that this is going to be awesome surprises. We are literally have lots of surprises over here. So there is a one of them, and I think the last of them, because when I was start sewing, I didn't recognize how much surprises you are going to have. That is just piece of cake. This is just going to be in my mind, and just pull out, and I'm going to give you it. And this is how it comes up. I'm just giving you another type of ribbon, that how you going to be carry out from the inner side of the bodice. Now I'm just doing a fold on the bottom, and we are about to done with our dress. So if you guys, of course, I didn't need to mention it, obviously, if you guys like it and love it, just subscribe to our channel and follow us, and do comment on us. Do comment if you are going to love it. If you need anything, if you need suggestion, if you need patterns, if you need any kind of dress, just let me know. Or if you have any personal query, let me know as well in a contact us form, or you can directly contact with the channel email address. And there's not much to say, but I need to complete this dress first, then I can talk to you guys. Okay, this is, I'm just completing the thing. Okay, let me give you another conclusion what we have done in this video. We have done a long bodice dress with pattern. The cutting part is in different video. You can find a link in the comment in description section as well. And we have done a manual gathers in it, and a puff sleeve is going to be free, and this size is about 18 inch in length, which is about for 18 months to 2 year baby. And I hope you guys love it, like it, and just subscribe us and love us, and do follow us on dresscraft.com. Thank you and bye.